This makes me nervous.
I can hold it for you also.
Showing her true nature, she cannot uplift other women.
Meghan Markle has lost her 10th spin chief in just 5 years.
It was supposed to be her friend's night, a quiet book launch, a soft spotlight, a room full of people ready to celebrate someone else. But if there's one thing Meghan Markle doesn't do well, it's sharing the stage. The moment the microphone left her friend's trembling hands and slid into Meghan's perfectly manicured grip, you could feel the air shift. It was subtle, almost gentle, but the cameras caught everything. That wasn't kindness, that was control. And just like that, a simple night became a storm. The clip tore through the internet like wildfire. Some called it classic Meghan. Others didn't mince words. She can't help herself. She always has to be the star. Within hours, hashtags trended, comment sections filled with fire, and what was supposed to be a small, elegant moment for a friend turned into a global spectacle, centered once again around Meghan Markle. But here's the thing, this wasn't just another PR hiccup.
Not, by the way, because she's flooding the zone for Meghan 3.1.
This moment hit a nerve. It peeled back the layers of the Duchess's carefully crafted image, the healing energy, the soft-spoken humanitarian mask, and revealed the ruthless instinct underneath, a public power grab wrapped in a smile. There's so much to unpack here, from that single icy moment on stage to the way her friend froze, to Oprah quietly stepping back, to the cracks in her carefully polished brand. And just when you think it can't get messier, it does. This isn't just a bad look. It's a full-blown unraveling playing out in real time. If you want to walk this story down to its deepest cracks, hit subscribe, like, and stay locked in. Because what happened on that stage wasn't random. It was a sign of something far bigger, something Meghan can't script her way out of.
It's meant to be an event to promote Meghan Markle's BFF's book.
It was the smallest gesture, but it said everything. The event was supposed to spotlight Meghan's longtime friend, a simple book launch. Cameras rolling, lights low, her friend's hands clutching the microphone with that quiet, nervous energy people get when the spotlight isn't their natural home. But the Duchess doesn't do background. She leaned in with that polished smile, the one she's perfected over years of red carpets and royal appearances. A soft touch on the arm, a shared laugh. Then, with one smooth motion, she took the mic. It didn't look forceful. It didn't have to. The body language told the real story. Meghan's friend froze, half smile, half shock, while Meghan positioned herself dead center. In that instant, the event stopped being about the book and started revolving around her orbit. And the internet saw it. Comments flooded in within minutes of the clip dropping. She can't let anyone shine. Classic Meghan, always hijacking the moment. This is the real her, not the curated PR version. What might have been brushed off as an awkward moment from anyone else became a revelation from Meghan Markle. To many, it confirmed what they'd suspected all along. This wasn't just a woman attending an event. This was a woman running it, whether invited to or not. The Demon Duchess nickname that's been simmering quietly online suddenly got new fuel, and those cracks in her image, they're widening. If Meghan's moment on stage was the spark, Oprah's absence was the chill that followed.
Made it all about her, revealing intimate detail of life at home with her children.
The same cozy bookstore that hosted Meghan's very public takeover was set to host another event just a day later. Oprah Winfrey. Yes, that Oprah, the same woman whose interview once detonated Buckingham Palace and painted Meghan as a global victim hero. But insiders whispered something odd. Oprah didn't just choose a different date. She insisted on it. She didn't want to share the stage. Not the room, not even the afterglow.
On stage, the very awkward interaction on stage between Meghan and, I would say, a terrified Courtney.
For a friendship that was once sold as warm and ironclad, that spoke volumes. The whispers got louder. They're not as close as Meghan wants the world to believe, one insider noted. And for a woman who built her second act on the image of being connected to powerful, untouchable people, distance from Oprah is a very big deal. Commenters picked up on it immediately. Oprah didn't want that smoke. She knows Meghan will hijack her spotlight too. Even her allies are moving funny now. This wasn't just gossip, it was a signal. In Meghan's world, proximity is power, and when the powerful start stepping back, the facade starts to crack. Meghan's entire post-royal empire has been built on one thing: image. Not influence, not real impact, image. The rebranding machine behind her has tried everything: soft pastels, healing language, carefully timed appearances, and now a full-blown Meghan 3.1 era.
Seriously, just zip it. We've heard it all before. But again, why it matters is because she showed her true colors.
But behind the curated Instagram posts and syrupy speeches, there's a problem. It's not sticking. The mic grab moment didn't just spark outrage. It blew a hole through months of expensive PR campaigns trying to reshape her into a global empowerment figure. Commenters didn't see grace. They saw control. They saw someone fighting to hold a spotlight that's already slipping through her fingers. And then there's the insider talk. PR staff are leaving in droves, 10 comms chiefs in 5 years. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern that whispers chaos behind the curtain. Her recent wellness push, filled with vague affirmations, bathrobe aesthetics, and overpriced lifestyle hints, hasn't helped either. One viral reaction said it best. She's trying to be Oprah, Goop, and Diana all at once, and it's not working. Every move she makes now is met with louder skepticism. The Meghan machine feels less like a brand and more like a glossy balloon with a slow leak. Charisma draws people in, control pushes them away, and Meghan Markle, she's been blurring that line for a long time.
Tash, my God, it's all about control, isn't it? It's all about power.
The mic grab wasn't an isolated incident. It was a pattern playing out in real time. The same energy people have seen again and again. Every event, every red carpet, every interview. Meghan doesn't flow with the moment. She owns it. Commenters went digging, pulling clips from past appearances. The hugs that linger too long, the way she interrupts friends mid-speech to add her story, the sudden switch to center stage when she's supposed to be in the background. One viral comment summed it up perfectly. She can't uplift other women. She has to dominate them. People love authenticity, but Meghan's version of relatable has always felt scripted, like a performance. The problem is, control isn't warmth.
Meghan showing her true nature, she cannot uplift other women.
It isn't charm. And the internet can smell manufactured energy a mile away. When the Duchess walks into a room, she's not joining the scene. She's taking the lead role, whether anyone else likes it or not. If Meghan's mic grab showed the iron fist, the healing blanket moment tried to remind the world of her velvet glove. As the event went on, she began to speak. Not about the book, not about her friend, but about herself. About her morning rituals, her healing space, her rose and thorn reflections, her candlelit dawn routine. To her, it was probably branding gold. But to the internet, it was comedy. The comment sections erupted with sharp jabs and rolling eyes. One viewer wrote, "She's not talking to us, she's performing for the mirror." And that's what made this moment sting. What was supposed to humanize her only made her seem even more detached. It's the kind of overly curated spiritual chic that plays well on Instagram, but melts like cheap wax when exposed to real audiences. The contrast was brutal. People didn't see healing. They saw control dressed up as wellness. A woman who doesn't just need to lead, she needs to narrate her own sainthood. A queen isn't a queen without people willing to stand behind her. But Meghan's court? It's shrinking. Fast. This wasn't just about one awkward mic grab or a cringy healing blanket speech. This is part of a longer, slower unraveling. One clip in particular caught fire online. Meghan, dressed to the nines at a high-profile party, standing alone, no one approaching, no warm smiles, just a carefully posed Duchess surrounded by people pretending she isn't there. For someone who built her identity on being the center of attention, that image was deafening. She looks like the most powerful person in the room, with no one willing to stand next to her, one viral comment read. Even her so-called inner circle, the glam squad, stylists, comms people, are described as transactional. In other words, no loyalty, just contracts. A queen without a court isn't powerful. She's vulnerable. Behind every celebrity brand, there's a machine. Behind Meghan Markle, that machine has been bleeding people dry. 10. That's how many comms chiefs and PR leads have cycled through her orbit in the last 5 years. Some lasted barely 3 months, a few walked out mid-project. One insider allegedly said, "You don't work with Meghan, you survive her." Her image has always depended on a carefully managed narrative, glossy Instagram filters, perfectly worded press statements, soft focus interviews. But that kind of control demands an army, and Meghan's army is disappearing. Even more telling, some former staffers allegedly don't even list her company on their resumes. That says everything. It's not just Meghan losing employees, it's Meghan losing believers. It started as a throwaway insult in a comment section. Then it became a meme. Now it's a nickname Meghan Markle can't outrun, the Demon Duchess. You see, once the internet names you, you don't control the story anymore. The story controls you. What was once dismissed as tabloid pettiness has evolved into a full-blown cultural shorthand for everything Meghan's critics say she represents: manipulation, control, and a mask that's slipping. This isn't Meghan the humanitarian, one viral tweet read. This is Meghan the Demon Duchess. But here's the brutal truth. Nicknames like this don't stick without fuel. And Meghan has been handing the internet matches for years. From staff walkouts to friendship fallouts, from picture-perfect speeches to off-camera whispers, everything she tries to control ends up becoming the proof people use against her. In the royal world, image is everything. But in the internet age, image isn't what you project, it's what the crowd believes. And right now, that crowd isn't buying the fairy tale. What's worse? This isn't just a storm. This is the beginning of a brand mutation. Once a name like Demon Duchess hardens in the public imagination, it's nearly impossible to scrape off. And the moment that cemented it all, that first, seemingly harmless mic grab the night Meghan tried to take control and instead lost the room. In the end, it wasn't a headline, it wasn't a lawsuit, it wasn't even a scandal the palace could spin. It was a mic grab. One small, controlled moment that peeled away everything Meghan Markle has spent years building: the soft-spoken humanitarian mask, the carefully polished empowerment queen persona, the curated Instagram-perfect fairy tale, gone. What the public saw wasn't kindness, it wasn't sisterhood, it was raw, unfiltered power hunger dressed up as charm. The Demon Duchess. Once that label sticks, it doesn't matter how many candles you light or blankets you wrap around yourself. The story isn't yours anymore. This is Hollywood Daily Reports. If you want to follow every twist, every whisper, every scandal as it unravels, hit subscribe, drop a like, and stay locked in, because this isn't the end of Meghan Markle's story. It's the moment the mask slipped and the world finally saw who was standing underneath. This time, it may speak louder than ever. This is Hollywood Daily Reports. Subscribe now because this storm isn't over, and trust me, the next royal twist might make this one look like child's play.